see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate y'all.
Second here. Half a second. We'll get started over there on YouTube. What's up, YouTube? What's up? What's up? What's up? We have the YouTube stream up in the guest box. I would love to talk to you. I'd love to have a debate. I'd love to have a conversation with you tonight. Of course, we're going to be here for a couple hours tonight. Wondering why people still support this horrible administration. I mean, they're sending our men and women to go die for Israel, and I just don't know why you could ever support this horrible administration. Quite frankly, just need to make sure you can see it over there on YouTube. So I'm logging in here to my YouTube chat, so I can say what's up to the chat. I know some of you guys like to come in early over there on YouTube, and then I miss you guys. I miss you guys, but over there on YouTube, let's see. You guys. Nope, there we go. I muted it just in time. Make sure to hit that thumbs up if you're over on YouTube. Subscribe, and if you're over here on TikTok, double tap that phone screen. We just started this. I'm gonna make you forget. You were ever gay? What? I think you used the wrong word, but you know, it's fine. I guess you can lack the education. I mean, should have learned that in like first grade probably, but you know, to each his own, I guess. To each its own. Sorry, give me 1 second. We just started the stream, but we're having a little technical difficulties here. I guess I have it on my phone. Well, let's see if it lets me. Find another way to bring up the chat. You guys make sure to join up in the guest box. We support Trump 832507. Perfect. Don't like the stream. I guess we can wait on that. 1 second. It's gotten easier starting the stream. That's for sure. All right, TikTok and YouTube.
Hey.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
So, while I was waiting, I got random motivation to clean my room, so I'm going to clean my room while we do this.
W. We support Trump. Jump up in the guest box. I don't know how long it's going to take. I mean, we're 2 minutes into the stream, 3 minutes. And so far, there's no Trump supporters. If you're over there on YouTube, there's 7 people in the YouTube stream. What's up, Alvin Roblox 110? What's up? What's up? What's up? There's 22 people over on YouTube. Make sure you hit that thumbs up if you're over on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. And if you are a Trump supporter and you somehow found your way onto my YouTube, go to my TikTok channel. It's gonna be the same username as that, and we can have a debate over here on TikTok if you want to come over to TikTok and debate me. But if you're over there on TikTok and you're friendly and you don't support Trump, make sure to just hit that thumbs up. Make sure to say what's up in the comment section like Alvin did, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. I just posted a shit ton of videos going over the last 48 hours in terms of news and in terms of what's been going on, so make sure you check out those. And over here on TikTok, they're scheduled to go until like midnight, but why is that text even there? What if no one supports Trump? Nope, there's always Trump supporters. There's always Trump supporters that come into the stream and say the most craziest things ever. Never doubt the MAGA cult. Never doubt the MAGA cult. They're always. I mean, they're running low on people, but they still exist. Thank you for the heart, me Scoops. Thank you for the heart.
They are a dying breed.
Indeed they are. Indeed they are. I lagged there for a second. I thought that was Tesla. Tesla owes me $50.
Is that still the? Oh my god! I think I was there for that, wasn't I?
I don't remember. It was in conversation with Iran. It was like a year, almost a year ago. Not a year ago. It was before. It was during Operation Midnight Hammer. So going on like maybe 8 months. And every time I see him, I remind him that he owes me $50. Same with the guy from yesterday. Owes me $10 because I proved. The fuck did I prove? I proved something, but he owes me $10.
Wasn't there a guy who technically owes you like 100? Because you like
that guy too, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
They still gotta pay up. Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, link to my bio. Quite frankly. Anyways, I mean, we already posted away on YouTube I'm lagging. Not really. I'm gonna post the breaking news on YouTube, but let's go over the breaking news. I mean, we saw that Iran struck a Dubai international airport. And Israel has said that the war will continue. Donald Trump has threatened NATO, saying that if they don't help closing the Strait of Hormuz, there will be consequences or there will be issues. Australia, Japan, Germany, the United Kingdom have all said no to Trump in that proposal. So, what are going to be the consequences? I have no idea. Donald Trump put on Truth Social as of like a day ago. Iran has long been known as a master of media manipulation and public relations. They are militarily ineffective and weak, but they are really good at feeding the very effective fake news media false information. Now, AI has become another disinformation weapon that Iran uses quite well, considering they are being annihilated by the day. The shadowed phony boats shooting at various ships at sea looks wonderful, powerful, and vicious, but these votes don't exist. It's all false information to show how quote-unquote tough their already defeated military is. The 5 U.S. refueling planes that were supposedly struck down in badly... I said baldy in my video, Jesus. Fuck. Badly damaged... Fuck. I said baldy in my video, what the fuck? Why did I say baldy? It struck down in badly damaged, according to the Wall Street Journal's false reporting, and others are still in service, with the exception of one which will soon be flying in the skies. Fuck. Buildings and ships that are shown to be on fire are not. It's fake news generated by AI. For instance, Iran, working in close coordination with the fake news media, shows our great USS Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier, one of the largest, most prestigious ships in the world, burning uncontrollably in the ocean. Not only was it not burning, it wasn't even shot at. Iran knows better. Well, hold on, we have a guess, so we'll pause right there. It's a pretty long Truth Social pose. Yo, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Yes, sir.
You're like 10 years old. Jesus, buddy. I'll continue reading. Iran knows better than to do that. The story was knowingly fake, and in a certain way, you can say that those media outlets that generated it should be brought up for charges for treason, for the dissemination of false information. The fact is, Iran is being disseminated, and the only battle they win, quote unquote, are those that they create through AI and disturbed by corrupt media outlets, distributed. Jesus, I can't read today. By the corrupt media outlets, the radical left-wing press knows this full well, but continues to go forward with false stories and lies. That's why their approval rating is low, and I can win presidential elections in a landslide, getting only 5% positive press. They have no credibility. I'm so thrilled. Blah blah blah. Brendan Carr. Blah blah blah. He just yaps. Mainly, what I wanted to hone in was the fact that he wants media outlets, fake media outlets, to be charged with treason.
Oh, God.
An attack on the First Amendment, guys. Quite frankly. MAGA, Mike. Why are you commenting MAGA on the YouTube chat? Come over here on TikTok. Go over to TikTok. Linktree in It's in the link tree of my bio. If you want to go over to TikTok, Mike, or just search up the same username on TikTok. Come and debate me. Trump supporters are scared, especially over on YouTube. I see a bunch of Trump supporters yapping in the comment section. They're all too scared, quite frankly.
Quite frankly.
Why don't you support Trump? Bunch of different reasons. Come up and debate me. The question is, why would you support Trump? Yep. I mean, especially Christians. If you're a Christian, you should not support Trump. And I see that's thank you for the rose gifts. I think that was a while ago, but thank you. I see that's like a big reason as to why people support Trump on the right religion. But he's like the most anti-Christian, corrupt politician ever. What's up, you support Trump?
Oh.
What the fuck?
Okay. Bro, I spent 2 days in the tanning bed and like have so much motivation now.
If you join up in the guest box, you're getting permanently banned. Lucky. So you have like 10 seconds to get out of the guest box. Preacher Rick.
I support Trump because Trump keeps all them speaks out, them fucking wetbag ass, fucking nigger love.
Okay. Sorry.
Sorry you have to hear that over there on TikTok and YouTube. I apologize. Definitely a Trump supporter, but not gonna have a conversation with that. No wonder they keep banning you, Rick. Come on now. What? That's like a duh. I'd be surprised if they don't ban you. You should not have a platform. I mean, you don't have a platform, but you shouldn't have the option to choose whether or not you want to have a platform because of your horrible beliefs. Abortion rights. He did nothing for abortion rights. Prove me wrong. If you support Trump, jump in the guest box. Up to talk to you. Love to have the love to have a debation. No, like I don't support abortion.
Have a what?
Yeah, he did nothing for pro-life view or legislation. Quite frankly. Bam, bam. Perfect. Because the man doesn't lose poll numbers, buddy. What are you doing? He lost the 2020 election. He lost the 2020 election. What are we doing? Quite frankly. Quite bigly. If you're over here on TikTok, double tap that phone to hit that follow button. If you haven't already, top left corner. Make sure to join up in the guest box if you support Donald Trump. If you're over there on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. Come over to TikTok if you want to debate. Quite frankly, I have not been doing good with push recently, so that really helps out in terms of pushing this page out. Okay, why did no one tell me the text was not okay?
What do you mean?
The text was to the side. There we go.
Oh, it looked fine.
Maybe on like the guest access end. Also, my lights are way too low. What are we doing? What if I turn this off? No, it's too dark. No. There we go. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. I don't know what we're doing here. Why aren't we getting any Trump supporters? Horrible push. Horrible push, I tell you. Quite bigly.
Oh my god, my brother's screaming on his video game right now.
Real. A lot of people are joining from my posts. Hopefully I
Really?
retweeted some of them so that they could come up and debate me. No, I was debating someone. Crazy Trump supporter on his own life. Cooked him, fried him, and he said a crazy thing at the end. It was insane, quite frankly. Such a low tier prompt.
Or what?
Christ is king. Then you definitely don't support Trump if you're a Christian. Quite frankly, Chandler, supporting Trump is actually very low tier. That's very beta of you. Very beta. Don't support him. Good. Oh, you're a Groiper. America first, I see.
boy.
America first. Nick Fuentes fan, probably. Yeah, Nick Fuentes fan.
Did they say?
Yeah. The big Nick Fuentes fan, I see.
Bro, speaking of AI, sorry, go ahead.
No, I wasn't gonna say anything.
My manager today called me into her office and she was like, "Look at this." She like made a flyer. She's like, "We're hiring hairstylists," and it's literally a fucking AI flyer with like an AI person. And I was like, "Oh, it's really cute."
That's insane. Someone commented over on YouTube. Let me check it out. They said, "You're too young to understand." Oh, let's see. Found it. Fuck. Whoa. If you support Trump, jump into the guest box. Love to talk to you. Love to have a conversation with you. There's 70 followers over there on YouTube. What the heck? We just hit 70 followers. Where the fuck are the comments? I can't see the comments on here. How rude. Well, they said I'm way too young to understand. Come up and debate me, man. What's up, YouTube? Make sure to hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Because illegals killed over almost 2,000 people now. Come up and debate me. Come up and debate me. Make sure to hit that thumbs up over on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Go like my most recent videos. Okay, now I know I posted like 10 of them on YouTube. That's because I neglect YouTube quite a bit. But go like them. We're talking about the news over there on YouTube on my YouTube Shorts. Go like the videos. Quite frankly, right now, quite frankly, or come over here to TikTok. Same username as the YouTube channel, and we can have a debate. Quite frankly, we haven't found a single one. It's been the most last couple of days. I mean, MAGA's like going extinct. There's no one to debate. There's absolutely no one to debate. That is unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Prompt is too narrow. What do you mean by narrow? What?
What?
Santana just got on. I mean, you're not engaging with conversations. You're only to engage people who support. People who support Trump based on many different reasons. It's mainly what I mean. If I agree with someone, why would I need to have like a debate with them? This is to change minds, right? And as soon as the primaries are over, we go into the general elections in terms of the midterms. That's when I have conversations with Republicans in general, or that's when I have conversations with the leftists who aren't as progressive. So I don't understand, quite frankly. I don't understand.
Okay. Oh my gosh, this looks so much better.
Why'd you lose Mon? No idea. No, you did. No, I took away. Hold on.
I can see it.
That was Gavin. Oh, I took away Gavin's mods. I did take away Gavin's mods. I'm not gonna lie. What's wrong with supporting Trump? Okay, caving.
Caving, bro.
Gavin was a bad boy. Okay. What did you say? A lot of reasons. A lot of reasons, quite frankly. A bunch of different reasons, quite bigly, quite frankly. If you support Trump, come up and debate me. Come up and debate me. I'm not going to be debating. I'm not going to be debating with comment sections or keyboard warriors, as we like to call them. You gotta debate the host if it matters so much. Yeah, character limits are stupid, but at the same time, we're not going to type like 100,000 character message in TikTok comments. So it does make sense. It's fine if you're 18, you can come up here. How do I join in debate if you're 18 or older? Guest button is going to be right there somewhere, or right above right here, somewhere there. So that's multiple. Or spam maggot in the comment section. I'll let you up and invite you. Only if you're 18 or older. And you're American. I ain't 18. I suggest you don't come up here then, quite frankly. Yeah, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Yeah,
How old are you?
many reasons why.
Yeah, how old
He's
are you?
gonna change your mind, and that's when you're gonna turn around and look at the reality.
Go for it.
So
How old are you real quick first?
I'm 22. Is that all right?
Yeah. Why do you support Trump?
Because he's a rapist.
What the fuck?
What? You're trolling.
Do you really think that was funny? Holy shit.
Jesus. It's not something to like troll about. It's disgusting. Jesus, my push has been awful. It has been awful. Make sure you guys are double tapping that phone screen. I think I have a gift goal of 1 rose. If you guys complete those gift goals a couple times, it gets pushed out to the FYP. I think it's 1 coin. Thank you for the rose.
What the hell did I do?
In terms
Sorry.
of, can we mute? Right? We can do a poll. Yeah.
What the fuck? I've barely said anything. Wait, can you hear me like moving shit?
No, I can't.
Okay.
Maybe it's like low. Kick Ray. Yeah, we can do a poll.
What the fuck?
Galaxy and I'll kick Ray.
If someone sends you a galaxy, I swear to God.
Remember that one? Was it Phil? Phil was the one that
Yeah.
wanted everyone to get kicked. He didn't send the galaxies though. That was good times. Good times. Ray Loki annoying. Can we time her out for a week?
Oh.
It's not very nice. Okay, I'm done trolling. Can I tell you why I don't support him? If you don't support him, ban Ray. Jesus.
Who?
That's caving. If you don't support him, then there's no reason for debates, quite frankly. Plus, I wouldn't want to talk to someone who trolls about that. That's kind of disgusting. Guys, can we
Weird
ban
as
host?
fuck.
Yeah, Galaxy, and we can ban host.
At least it's
Go
not
to
me
the next
anymore.
guest. Yo, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Yes.
You're like, Jesus, 10 years old. What is going on? What is going on today?
Dude, it's literally just fucking like idiots or 10-year-olds.
Hey, you're telling me, can we transfer account ownership to KV? Yo, $10,000 and I'll transfer account ownership to KV.
Oh my God.
Bro, Kaven gets more push than me. Why? What the fuck? What's up, Erica, Tyler? Over on YouTube. What's up? What's up? Brother, you're 5 years old. You're not coming up here. You get in my guest box one more time, you're getting permanently banned. Okay, you're getting permanently banned. Jesus. Yo, what is going on today? It's been half an hour. I genuinely... Should I hit a restart?
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Girl, it's okay.
Like 12 people in here, but
Tell him to come back.
I assume like 2 of them are gonna come back.
Caving in Weinberg.
True, that's a good point. Yeah. Why can't you debate a kid? I'm not going to be debating underage because of TikTok terms of service. Not my rules. Rules are you have to be 18 plus. You like Trump? You're probably like 5. Willie Bear. Just saying. I'm doing well. How are you? I'm doing. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just reading Weinberg's comment. That's funny. I see Sweetie all the time.
I'm doing great, Erica Tyler. I think I already asked how are you doing. I'm doing great. Just looking to debate Trump supporters. Obviously, they're all terrified. They're all scared. They're all quite frankly scared. If you're over there on YouTube, make sure to hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Mikey, you'll take me?
What?
What? I mean, you should. You can debate me if that's what you mean. But join up in the guest box. Anyways, as I was saying before Mikey interrupted me, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to support me, the best way you can do so is simply doing those 2 things. If you want to do so monetarily over on YouTube or TikTok, link tree in the description of the YouTube video, link tree in the bio over here on TikTok. You can find my Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. Everything is accepted and everything is appreciated, obviously. I mean, I do these debates every single day, and I love doing these debates. I love changing people's minds. Why is host running away from Mikey? Yeah, I'm running. I'm terrified. Host is scared of Mikey. Host is scared if Mikey. Yeah. Yeah, caving. I'm not gonna lie. That was the biggest fumble, bro.
Aren't we smart?
I'm not caving. It's too late. You fumbled. Quite frankly, yeah, Venmo, PayPal, and Cash, link to my bio if you guys want to support. If you're over there on YouTube, make sure to say what's up in the comment section. I think we hit 70 followers now. Let me refresh. Oh, look at that. There's someone in here. Quite frankly, is it going to be a Trump supporter?
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Yeah, I just like killing niggers. That's why I do. I hate Jews as well.
Definitely a Trump supporter. Definitely a Trump supporter. A very terrible person, just like your average Trump supporter. We have 3 likes over there on YouTube, and we've had... How many people have we had? Hold on. I can't see it on my actual...
Okay, wait, I'm going on mute. This is going to be loud.
Uh-oh. I don't know how many people. I'm going to assume like 150. Oh, we have 10. Oh, we have 10 people over there on YouTube now. Congruently. So there's that. Willie Bear. I guarantee you they're like 10, but I trust that they're going to follow the rules. Is it just me, or is Willie Bear not loading him? I think Willie Bear is not loading in. Okay, great. Great. Don't ever mute me again, caving. It says moderator go caving muted Weinberg. Why fucking yo, what's up, how old are you?
I'm 19.
When's your birth year?
20.
You had all this time to do your math, buddy. Jesus. Holy fumble. And I'm lagging over here on TikTok. But holy fumble. I'm not gonna lie, holy fumble. Quite frankly. Fake news. This is fake news.
Quite frankly.
Jesus, there was like that number skyrocketed over on YouTube. Holy fuck.
What was it?
I didn't even see it because it went fast and then went back down. It's because no one's debating me. This is not entertaining. I'm just, yeah, bro watches the Communist News Network. Communist News Network.
Are we actually fucking joking right now?
Communist News Network. I know that. I know that's CNN caving. CNN is the only communist news.
Sorry.
Okay, we're gonna restart. There's like a lot. It says 11 of you in here, so make sure to come back. Okay, we're gonna be back in 10 seconds over on YouTube. We can either choose Brett or Santana for the time being. Like 30 seconds over on YouTube. Actually, hold on. There's someone in the. I didn't mean to do that. YouTube. Sorry. Yo, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
How's it going? Do you support Trump?
Yeah.
Okay, why's that?
I just want to preface, like, I am a conservative Republican. I used to support him more than I do now, but I would definitely support him more than I would, like, Kamala Harris or Biden.
Yeah, why's that?
I agree with his immigration policy. I like that he gives off that he's definitely a stronger leader than Kamala Harris would be. I'm not so like well versed. Like I haven't done enough research on the economy right now, but I would say that he would have a better economy compared to what Kamala Harris would have if she was president.
Yeah. Do you want to start on the economy and being a stronger leader? Or do you want to start on immigration? Which one?
Let's do immigration.
Yeah. What immigration policy do you support?
It's not a specific policy, rather just the fact that he's kind of like really focused on just getting illegal immigrants out.
Yeah, what's one benefit of mass deportation? Or what's one benefit of mass deporting undocumented immigrants who haven't committed any violent crimes or bad crimes? Keep in mind, I'm asking you for a material benefit for the average American.
Are you saying only illegal immigrants that haven't committed violent crimes, or including?
Yeah, what's the benefit of mass deporting undocumented immigrants who haven't committed any violent crimes or bad crimes?
So this is taking out illegal immigrants that have that haven't committed violent crimes.
That we're not counting the ones that have committed violent crimes, because I agree we should deport them. Now I can that's going to be me conceding to some stuff. I'm going to be more progressive, more left leaning on that. I mean, not a lot of people agree with me. I think that we shouldn't deport the violent or bad criminals. I think we should put them in our prison system, because us deporting them, especially with the Laken Riley Act, doesn't ensure that they go into prisons in their country, which means that they're left roaming free in their streets, waiting to commit another crime in their own country. And I don't appreciate that. So I think we should put them in our prisons. But I can concede and say that we should deport them. So where we disagree here is the undocumented immigrants who don't commit violent crimes. You made the claim that you support mass deportation. So what is one benefit of mass deporting undocumented immigrants who haven't committed any violent crimes or bad crimes?
Okay, so I would say more jobs for Americans, number one. Number two, to your point about you think we should keep them in our prisons and you're worried about them committing more crimes in their own countries. Like me and you are both Americans, but are you an American?
Yep.
Yeah. So as an American, I honestly couldn't care what they're doing in their own countries. I'm more concerned about what's going on in my country and the betterment of my country.
So you don't want to limit like child rape in other countries?
Of course, I would eliminate that around the world if I could, but I'm focused on my country first.
Well,
the problem with that would be taking up space from American criminals that should be in our prisons, and our taxpayer money is going to support the shelter, and the food that we're giving to the prisoners that aren't even Americans in American prisons.
That's why I said I can concede and be more like centrist in terms of deporting them. I can concede that. I was just giving my point of view. I mean, I know it's something I'm gonna have to concede with the Republicans. So the argument he said was jobs. How are there going to be more jobs if we deport 11 million unauthorized workers? How would that create more jobs for the average American? What's the argument for that?
Then that would leave. You said 11 million. That would leave 11 million job openings for Americans.
Yeah, you're only looking at it on one side. So what's the argument that companies won't just according to Pile? Hold on, let me take this a different route. According to Pile Immigration Council Joint Economic Committee, for every 500,000 immigrants removed, 44,000 U.S.-born workers will lose their job, and it's basically supply and demand.
Hang on. Slow down. You're talking a little fast. I can't really comprehend.
Yeah, for according to American Pile Immigration, for every 500,000 immigrants removed, 44,000 U.S.-born workers would lose their job. It's going to be basic supply and demand. So when you remove 11 million people from an economy, it's gonna like shrink, right? I mean, we're gonna see a shrink in our GDP by 4 to 7%.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see like the amount of money through like our GDP is gonna shrink because we're gonna lose 1.1 to 1.7 trillion dollars, and we're also gonna see a decrease in jobs, and a decrease in jobs growth, in terms of mass deportation policies.
Okay, so this is where I'll admit that illegal immigrants take up a lot of the important blue collar jobs that we need in this country, and you could argue that they'll probably do it better than American citizens will. For example, like construction, agriculture, landscaping, like hospitality, like things like that. But again, with the statistic that you gave me, can you find a statistic that shows that we are suffering a loss of jobs as a result of the deportation that Trump is doing?
Yeah, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, I believe, said that in February of 2026, we lost 92,000 jobs. 32,000 being construction jobs. 12,000 being hospitality, and then the rest being different sectors, and that was just in the month of February. In terms of January and December, they had to reanalyze the numbers, and we actually had a lower amount of job growth in the month of January and December, as well as for in the month of December, consumer spending decreased for the month of December as well, and then you can just look at 2025 in general. It was just like horrible economic year, or for horrible year in terms of the economy, since 2003 and 2009, ignoring the 2020 the COVID-19 recessions that happened during the 2020s, early 2020s. So yeah, I mean, you can point to like the tariffs that harmed the economy, but also immigration. Yeah, of course, at some sort, immigration. But obviously, the mass deportation policy hasn't been fully implemented. So what we're going to see here is just like lower scales of it, and that's what we saw in 2025 and the beginning of this year.
Yeah. So I can't necessarily argue with that. I'll 100% agree, and I'm sure Donald Trump expected that we're going to lose jobs as a result of mass deportation, but at the same time, It doesn't get better overnight. You know what I mean? This is it takes time.
Would make it would be better. Mass amnesty. Also, he said we were going to bring jobs back to American manufacturing jobs. That's what he ran on. Private investment into American manufacturing went down for all 4 quarters of 2025. So he didn't really expect this. He didn't expect
again,
the gas prices were down, now they're up. So pretty much the economy.
Again, turnovers. Number one. Turnovers like this take years, okay? Like I said, it's not overnight. Number 2, as to the gas prices, that doesn't have to do with the economy. That has to do with the war in Iran right now.
Right, but what he ran on in terms of why he had a good economy was gas prices. That was his whole spiel.
That doesn't have to do with his economic policy.
But when I would ask a Trump supporter, what's his what is he doing good with the economy? Gas prices was the first thing they would say. All of a sudden, y'all don't want to talk about gas prices.
Listen. The gas prices are up not because of his economic policy, because of his foreign policy.
His foreign policy, yes.
Yeah, and listen. I hate the fact that we're in a war with Iran right now as much as the next guy. I think it's the stupidest thing we've ever done, and I think he completely went against
foreign policy. He has horrible economic policy, as we saw in 2025. What the fuck is he doing good? Horrible immigration policy.
Deportation.
No, I just told you all of the negative effects in terms of the mass deportation policy, and you agreed with me.
I think the pros outweigh the cons.
What are the pros of mass deportation? I gave you the cons. Less jobs for Americans.
Okay, so you conceded revenue loss. You conceded the violent criminals, but that's a pro.
Yeah, we should deport. Well, in terms of that, undocumented immigrants are 2.5 times less likely, according to PNAS and FBI data report, multiple times less likely to commit any sort of violent crime or bad crime. But either way, we should deport them. We're talking about.
It doesn't matter. They're all criminals.
Okay,
It doesn't matter if it's violent or not.
Should we ban tourism since tourists commit crimes? Should we ban tourism?
No, because they came here legally.
Well, then that's the point. We shouldn't just ban something or we shouldn't just remove people out of our country because a small percentage of them commits violent crimes. We should get the ones who commit violent crimes. And if you're worried about violent crimes,
We should get all of them because they're all criminals.
One second. If you're worried about violent or bad crimes, you would agree with mass amnesty because if we provide mass amnesty, the ones who don't commit violent crimes or bad crimes will come forward, and the ones who do will not come forward in fear that they're going to be arrested and deported or that they will be caught. And then I agree with using ICE or like Border Patrol if they're close to the border and deporting them. And it'll be much, much easier. Donald Trump has deported less violent or bad criminals compared to Obama and Biden. Okay, he is not deporting criminals. He's deporting your average business owner, your average father, mother, brother, sister. He's not deporting violent criminals. He's detaining 5-year-olds, 2-year-olds, 6-month-olds. He's not detaining or deporting violent criminals.
Okay, so couple things. I don't care whether they've committed violent crimes or not. They're all criminals. They came into this country illegally. So you bringing up that tourist point, trying to make an analogy, is actually the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Because they came here legally.
Then address a contradiction. They're criminals. So if you care about law and order, yes?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, then why did you vote for a convicted felon 34 times, an adjudicated rapist, someone who's violated gag orders multiple times with thousands of dollars worth, someone who's violated the First Amendment, Second Amendment, Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, 10th Amendment, 14th Amendment, someone who's violated international law, someone whose DOJ has violated 4 laws in terms of not redacting victims' names, in terms of redacting politicians' names, in terms of not releasing the Epstein files.
Okay, so you're pivoting. You're pivoting.
No, it's a contradiction. Before we continue with the immigration debate, it's a contradiction that I want you to address, and I can continue with more violations of the law. You just said the reason you support mass deportation is because they're criminals and we need to get criminals out. I want you to address the contradiction that you voted for a criminal and the most corrupt criminal administration. Address the contradiction.
I got you.
It's not a pivot. It's a contradiction that I like.
No, it's a total pivot because it has nothing to do with immigration.
Wait, hold on. The reason why you support undocumented immigrants being mass deported is because they're violent, because they're criminals. Yes.
Yeah.
Which means you care about law and order. Yes.
I understand what you're doing. You already made your point.
It's not a pivot.
You already made your point.
It's not a pivot.
It is a pivot because we're talking about Donald Trump and his criminal record as opposed to immigrants.
Right, because it's a contradiction within your own view.
Okay, so let me answer.
Go for it.
I will take a criminal in office over the moron that Kamala Harris is.
So then
and if they were my two options, if they're my two options to lead this country, I'm taking Donald Trump every single day.
Yeah, you're a cult member. You don't care about law and order.
I'm not a cult member.
You only care about law and order when it comes to undocumented immigrants, not when it comes to Donald Trump, right? Rules for thee, but not for me.
Okay, so me accepting the fact that I'm voting for a criminal to come into the office,
the most powerful office in the world,
yeah, is a lot better than me accepting everything that Kamala Harris would have done to our country.
Okay, so you're just accepting the contradiction.
What do you mean?
You don't care about law and order when it comes to Trump?
I do.
That you made?
No, I do.
Then why did you vote for him?
I just told you. Are you listening?
Because Harris would have done the worst job. What tells you that?
Yeah, because Harris would have done a way worse job with this country, and I am willing to accept. Listen. Let me finish. It's okay. I am willing to accept voting a criminal into office over everything Kamala Harris would have done with this country. That's why I voted. That's not the only reason why I voted, but that's my answer to your contradiction.
Yeah. Why is a prosecutor and someone who served in all 3 branches of the government going to be worse than your rapist felon who has violated international law, federal law, the Constitution?
Because she's incompetent.
Okay, so someone.
I can bring up all of Donald Trump's accomplishments and bring up everything Kamala Harris done that's bad and like do the same thing you just did. You accomplished nothing with that.
Pause. Someone who is incompetent is worse than a rapist felon who's violated international law, federal law, and the Constitution. And
okay, I mean we can talk about the rapist part.
No, but just to be clear, you think being incompetent is worse than being a convicted felon, an adjudicated rapist, someone who doesn't care about law and order, right?
I didn't say that.
I asked
never
you
said
what's
that.
worse. I asked you what is worse. What did she do that's worse than being a convicted felon, rapist,
No.
and someone who doesn't care about law and order? What
That's
is
not
worse
what
than
you
that?
asked me. That's not what you asked
Do you
me.
want me to play it back?
Play it back.
Lincoln Riley Act does it ensure that what tells you that?
Yeah, because Harris would have done a way worse job with this country. And let me finish. Into office, I voted.
As a prosecutor and someone who served in all three branches of the government, going to be worse than your rapist felon who has violated international law, federal law, the Constitution.
Because she's incompetent.
Okay. I did ask you that. Oh, shocker. I know what I said. If you want to run away, you're going to need to actually like leave the actual live stream, not just the app.
Hang on. Okay, I'll give you that. I misunderstood what you told me. I thought you were comparing Kamala Harris's supposed accomplishments to Donald Trump's crimes and saying,
well, now that that's cleared up, what did she do that's worse than being a convicted felon rapist who's doesn't care for law and order?
She didn't do anything that's worse.
So then why do you support Trump?
We've been over this.
Because she would have been worse, you said. Yes?
I'm supporting him as a leader for this country.
But you said the reason why you support Trump over Harris is because she would have been worse, yes?
As a president, yes.
Okay. So then what aspect would be worse right now if Harris was president?
So me personally, I don't acknowledge the existence of transgenders, and she supports transgender operations for minors.
Give me evidence
she,
for that.
she wants to pay. She wants to pay for sex operations in male prisons.
Hold on, a couple of things here. You said you don't accept the existence of trans individuals. Do people identify as like trans individuals?
Do they identify?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. I think the people that do that are like they have something like wrong in their
do
head.
they identify as like trans individuals?
I don't know what that means.
Are there people that that you know of? Like, you don't have to know them personally, but do you know of people identifying as trans?
That doesn't help me understand what you're asking.
Do you know trans people? Like, of trans people?
I don't accept what they think they are. I know what they are, but I don't accept what they think they are.
What I asked you.
Okay, well, your question is stupid. You know where I stand.
I think you're fucking stupid. Okay, do you know people who identify? Hold on.
Okay.
If we want to talk about like transgender celebrities,
hold on. You made a claim that Harris supported minors having surgery. So what's your source for that?
I can look for one.
Go for it.
Okay, here Harris supported access to gender affirming surgery for people in federal prisons, and
hold on, we're talking about minors. You made the claim first about minors. I'd like the source about minors.
Okay, let me look that one up.
For sure. Should I hit that thumbs up if you're over on YouTube? Double tap that phone screen. Best way to support this live is just hitting that follow button top left corner. In the meantime, while this guest looks that up, we're gonna let's see.
Okay, would you take? Okay, I'm gonna read this off of Google AI. I mean, I know it's not like the greatest source, but
well, no, what's the source that they provide? Like, what's the website?
It says fact sheet Kamala Harris on LGBTQ issues, education. There's 3 sources here: Washington Post, ABC7, and GLAAD.
Which one are you gonna look at?
I'm just reading off the summary that they gave me, the overview. The AI.
Can you click on one of the links and tell me the title?
Okay, let's see. Washington Post.
I think
Kamala Harris is.
Oh yeah, what's the title?
Yeah, it's. Hang
I
on,
think you have
there's
to
a
have a
paywall.
subscription for that, don't you?
Yeah, there's a paywall.
Yeah, so just do the second one or the third one.
Let Let me check. Hang on a second. Okay, this is the website, glaad.org, and the title of the article is Fact Sheet, Kamala Harris on LGBTQ Issues Education. I'm reading this highlight here. It's like a bullet point. It says, it says the Biden-Harris administration has been committed to protecting and expanding the rights of all students. A bullet point under that section says, announcing protections for LGBTQ kids and communities, quote, by strengthening mental health resources for LGBTQI plus youth, launching a new federal initiative to address LGBTQI plus youth homelessness, releasing federal funding to support programs that help parents affirm their LGBTQI plus kids, and advancing new regulations to protect LGBTQI plus youth in foster care.
That's great. That's awesome. That you didn't provide me a source on her saying that minors should get surgeries.
Okay, I mean, you kind of put me on the spot. I can't find a source.
Take your time. I can let up another guess. You can take your time, just to make sure it's the right one. Would you like to do that? I can let up someone else.
Sorry, brother. Say it again.
Yeah, you can unmute whenever you have a source, and I can let someone else up. In the meantime, have a conversation with them.
How long are you going to be live for?
I don't think it should take you that. It'll probably take.
No, because I'm gonna go have dinner with my family right now.
Sure, I'll be live for the next couple hours. If you want to come back up, do that instead.
I got you. Let me screenshot your username.
Are you actually gonna be on for hours?
That's the plan. Awesome. Well, then I'll talk to you later.
All right, brother. See you around.
Moving on to the next guest.
Hey, how we doing?
Yeah, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Yes, sir. Well, yes. Technically, yeah.
Yeah, why is that?
I support some of his policies, and I cannot name some right now because I do have like 5 minutes left on my lunch break. But I support what he's said. Maybe he hasn't done it yet. He probably will later. But I support him.
So you voted for him based on your campaign promises, right?
Not just that, but like I've done research. And as I am Christian myself, so whatever, like the Kamala and everyone, like they support the LGBTQ community, right? I do not support them, but I do acknowledge them. You know, God loves them. Everyone loves them. Like the Bible said, love your neighbor like yourself. So we do not hate them. I don't hate
Christian, you shouldn't support Trump. What name one Christian
no, but
value
look,
Trump supports?
I'm supporting him because he's mentioned like God a lot.
Ooh.
And he says like this is a nation under God, as it says in the ¿cómo se dice? The Declaration of Independence, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Doesn't like the devil also like talk about God?
Yeah, he knows of
is a good person, or
I never said that. I never said that.
But he talks about God. So just because Trump talks about God,
he knows.
Just because Trump talks about God doesn't make him a good president or person.
Well, it doesn't mean he has the devil inside of him either.
He's cheated on all three of his wives. One of the porn star. That's his adultery. He doesn't love his neighbors. I mean, like you said, the Bible says love your neighbors. He doesn't do that. In fact, he tried to do. He did a Muslim ban in 2017. He calls undocumented immigrants a poison of the blood of this country. Do you think Jesus Christ is okay with calling people the poison of the blood of this country? Is that loving your neighbor?
Maybe not, right? As you are saying, he has your neighbor. Oh dang! I just almost witnessed a crash. But banning the Muslims, right? Obviously, love your neighbor like yourself, right? He has the opinion to ban whatever he wants, as he was or is the president right now.
I'm asking you if that's Christian.
But
Christian-like. He said he never has to ask God for forgiveness. He couldn't name a quote of the Bible that he likes. He's far from a Christian. He told
he might not be Christian, but some of his, like, whatever he says, whatever he has done, right, is I can't name him off the top of my head right now. But
so I just gave you multiple examples that he's not a Christian.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know.
Overall, why do you think he is a Christian?
Give me one. Your past doesn't represent you. You know, he could have currently. Right, wait up.
His immigration policy. Do you think that's Christian-like?
What happened?
is immigration policy. Do you think that's Christian-like? Didn't like Jesus flip the tables when they were taxing? I mean, Donald Trump is increasing taxes on the average American and decreasing taxes for the top 1%. Do you think that's Christian-like?
Well, sometimes. Wait up. Give me like 1 second to think. Let me just process that. Right. He could have been flipping the tables. He was flipping the tables when they started that, right? I can't like give you examples right now about that. But on immigration laws, there is this verse. If you can give me like 2 seconds, like a couple seconds to find it.
Can I ask you a question? For when you come back, is it Christian to say you don't have to pray for forgiveness? Because that's what he said. You know, like the basic thing everybody does in Christianity. He said he doesn't have to do that.
It's Leviticus 19:33 and 34. Give me 1 second.
Leviticus 19:33, 34. What does that say?
Can you read it out loud for me?
1933.
Yeah, 1933 and 34.
New NIV or what?
Any version you
is that the version you do?
I'm using NLT, but NIVs are similar.
Who's that, guys? Sorry, Hal. I'm so sorry. I don't know how you got up here. I'm so sorry. If you're a Trump supporter, hop up back in the guest box. I'm so sorry. When a foreigner resides among you in your land, do not mistreat them. The foreigner residing among you must be treated as your native born. Love them as yourself. As you were foreigners in Egypt, I am the Lord your God. Yes, I agree with that. I agree that is a Christian view, and Donald Trump does not fulfill that Christian view.
Right. It might not be him taking the immigrants out, right? As the ICE agents are the ones taking them out.
But it's his policy. He ran.
It's his policy. No, his policy was to get them out of the country.
His policy is anti-Christian.
Was to get them out. His policy was to get them out of the country.
Which is anti-Christian?
No, there's immigration laws for a reason. Like, I'm not saying it's anti-Christian. I'm not dodging that question. I'm just saying there's laws on immigration.
And laws should be. You're confused as to why I invited. That was oh fuck, I can't think of the word. That was a technical difficulty. On my apologies. So you said there's laws. Yeah, we should change the laws. Quite frankly, we should change them.
I'm not saying we should change the laws. I'm saying there's laws there for a reason.
I'm saying we should change the laws into where we give mass amnesty and we don't mass deport. That would be the most Christian view that you should have pulled.
Slavery was a law. Did you like that?
What's up, Jen?
What was it?
Slavery was a law. Did you like that?
Well, I wasn't born during slavery, so I can't. Right? Obviously,
my point is
my point of view. Give me 1 second. My point of view. It's not right, but that's not my word right now because I wasn't born during it. I'm born during now, so that's why I'm focusing on what's not.
My point is, how do you know it's right to do it just because it's legal? Legality doesn't equal morality.
It might not be right the way they're deporting them right now because, some people have died. It might have not been through the ICE agents, but I know people have died because of ICE agents, but I'm talking about the immigrants. Some immigrants have died because of disease. They self-inflicted wounds and everything.
Right,
the way they're treating them right now,
they're being deported back to war zones. So
they're being deported back to where they came from.
When they came here for help, and we're just sending them back to die.
All right, look, they came here for help. They could have done it the right way. I'm not saying they shouldn't get help. They couldn't. I know that. I'm just saying they could have started the process or tried starting the process and then go from there. Get a visa, not just cross the border illegally.
Do you know why
there are people being deported who are getting visas and they're getting deported because their visas are getting canceled for no reason?
Well, I cannot tell you anything about that because that's I'm not well informed on that one right now.
There are people going to immigration hearings. They're getting the ICE is going into the building, getting their hearings canceled, and then deporting them for not doing it the right way, even though they were literally in court doing it the right way.
Can you like get any sources on that? Well, can you like send them to me on my Instagram, my TikTok? Because I do have to go back to work now. And if you guys are, obviously you guys are not going to be on in probably like 6 hours, but if you guys are on it any other time, and then if I see you guys, I'll join back here.
Yeah, we're on every day. You have a great day. We'll definitely send you that information. Next time we talk, we'll provide you that information. Hopefully we can finish the debate. Have a great night.
You too.
Move on to the next, guys.
I'm still mad he didn't say anything about my point where he was like, he doesn't ask for forgiveness. That's like a core tenet.
Hey, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Yeah, I do.
How old are you?
18.
Why do you support Trump?
Because my grandmon, Janil Patel, has informed me that that is the direct decision to make. Correct, not direct. I'm sorry.
Who?
Excuse me, my grandma.
You waited that long to troll? You've been in my life for like almost an hour.
I was gonna be serious and have a good troll, but you started smiling.
You've been in my guest box for an hour, and you only lasted 50
I've been playing
seconds.
Skyrims. Okay?
You sold the bag so hard.
Yeah, bro, you was sold, bro. What the fuck?
Did he say he was playing Skyrim too? I bet he's a stealth archer. What a pussy.
Bro, that was genuinely the biggest fumble ever. I knew he was trolling too. I had a feeling he was trolling. Embarrassing? That literally is.
It was the accent. I've lived in the South like my whole life, and the only people with those accents are like boomers.
Jeremiah, you're so cute, honestly. Like, you see that small mustache of yours? That's
now it's also screaming fetus acting like the 45-year-old. No, you are not Dean. I don't want to be Dean. I don't want to be someone else. I want to be myself.
Hey, okay, you know what? That's fair enough. That's commendable. I'll take that. He said he's a heavy armor. I like playing heavy armor.
Bro, I took like a 4-hour nap after work. Oh, I'm tired.
I took a 4-hour nap after waking up.
Jesus.
Felt good.
Literally. Are you gonna go live tonight, Jen? I know you go live later. I don't know if you've been on today. I've not been getting pushed in the last like 3 days. It's fucking horrible.
When did you come off your ban?
Like 6-7 days ago.
Oh, I didn't know it was that long ago. I think I just wasn't here for a little bit.
No,
Caden's low-key been getting good push. I don't know what's going on.
He gets a couple hundred viewers. No, Mondays, but yeah, my push has been ass. Oh yeah, you don't go live on Mondays, yeah.
Bro, he's been like siphoning y'all's viewers.
Really, literally.
God, I love lemonade. My iced lemonade, my Alabama Roll Tide vinyl cup.
Oh my god.
I don't even like football. It's just my dad's obsessed with it.
No, that's so real. I have so many. Sorry.
Go for it.
It's not important.
Oh, dude, I used to have all those like Lego movie marketable cups too. I think I still have some of them.
Tony, this says no more wars up on YouTube. Interesting. And then Erica Tyler, I see you're a very Christian person saying that we're called to pray for our leaders. Yeah, I mean, I don't hope that Donald Trump fails. I mean, he's obviously failing, and there's no way that he could actually succeed in anything. But I don't want this country to fail. It doesn't matter who's in office. Just stating the facts, quite frankly.
Bro, I thought someone was sorry.
Go for it.
Keep interrupting him. You're a horrible mod. Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry. It's just not important. I just thought you were done talking and I didn't want it to be silent, so I was just gonna say something. I'm sorry. Why are we laughing? What the fuck? Hello?
My witty commentary breathes life into this man.
This is why I don't talk.
Keep it that way.
Fuck you!
You're getting mod powers taken away.
I've mentioned, I don't think I would be saying that necessarily. I would say that, you know, yeah, women leaders are great and we need more women. But when I look at the grand scheme of everything, this is what makes me pull this point. So it would have to be an understanding as far as like what other country throughout the history of the world has been forced into this situation or, you know, just going to willingly give up power. So like that's the issue.
And I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that 100%.
But
that's
you know
why men around the world. How we make what happen?
How we put women in power?
You tell me, boss.
Me and you.
If you support Trump, jump in the guest box. Up to talk to. Love to have a debate with you. Love to have a conversation with you tonight. If you're friendly on YouTube, make sure to hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. If you're over here on TikTok, make sure to double tap that phone screen. Top left corner is going to be the follow button. So hit that follow button if you haven't already. Once again, if you support Trump, jump in the guest box. We're gonna get started here with the debates. I mean, we had one debate. It was cool. I guess it was interesting, and we had two debates, quite frankly. So make sure you guys jump up in the guest box. If you're seeing this in FYP, make sure to come up on the guest box as well. And if you're friendly, make sure to just come in, double tap that phone screen. Say what's up in the comment section over on TikTok and YouTube. I can see myself so many times. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. I see myself 5. I see myself five different places. That's very scary. Oh, and 6 on my phone.
Bro.
Jesus fuck, what's wrong with my plush these last couple of days?
It's just like me and Weinberg and one other person in here.
Oh, it's just you and Weinberg.
Oh. It says 3 people for me. Oh, it's gonna be your other account, isn't it?
2 of my other accounts, yeah.
I sent you a video earlier and you left me on fucking open.
I saw it on stream, that's why. Teddy, why'd you run? Come back in the guest box. Why'd you run?
Weinberg said I'm loyal with a kissing emoji.
Yeah. Well, I meant Treed. You know what's up? Do you support Trump?
I think the war that he is fighting in Iran, I think it's going pretty well. So tentatively, I think I'm okay with it.
There's been 200 casualties.
And so, what's your thoughts on the war?
Bad, very bad.
Why is that?
15 U.S. service members have died. There's been 200 casualties. We bombed a school full of children. Bad, very, very bad. Regime changes. American intervention never works. We tried in 1953. It didn't work. It led to decades of civil war, and it led to the regime that's in power today.
Yeah. So when we're talking about regime change, in America's interest, we prefer the government not be in power. And so if that's like a rump state, I know Israel wants that, or if there's like an opposition coalition which forms, the kind of thinking in the national security space is that the Iranian electorate is like much more westernized. And so they're less like this kind of hardcore Islam. So if there was if the Islamic regime was weakened, which you listed out a lot of like the cons, but you didn't like list out all the pros and then weigh them and then make a summary judgment. Like we have completely wiped out Iran's domestic like oppression apparatus, all of their police stations, all of their their internal checkpoints has been completely. We've like been pounding the country, 2,000 precision strikes. That's insane. If you look at their like missile fire rate in terms of the Strait of Hormuz, they did close the strait. But if you look at the amount of missiles and drone swarms which were launched, there's been a 94% reduction since day one. So people are like, they're saying that it's been like it's on an extinction trajectory. So,
I'm trying to play a video, but it won't work. Give me half a
okay,
second.
no worries.
I have a question. Overall, do you support Trump or no? Overall?
Overall,
yeah.
I think if Kamala, in terms of like geopolitics, I think if Kamala got in office, I think we'd still have the Iran problem. I don't think she would really address it.
Wait, hold on. Biden,
at least Trump is addressing it.
Harris didn't get us into the Iran problem. Israel literally asked us to go to war for them with Iran, and we said no. Or Biden,
no, but
Harris.
I'm saying that I'm okay with. I'm saying that kind of limbo, since Iran is not going. They're not the JCPOA, which was signed. So the main reason that everyone had a problem with it is because it was 9 years, so it was a very short-term deal. And what it did is it allowed our inspectors to go to their nuclear sites. And here's the problem everyone had, is that it lifted a bunch of sanctions. So Iran would have like economic prosperity during those 9 years. And people speculated that Iran had no interest in renewing. If they get billions of dollars in economic
Trump
growth.
took us out of the JCPOA first off.
I know that's what I'm saying.
Well,
is that people rightly criticize.
That was a horrible thing. That green lighted them into building nuclear bombs.
No, but the idea is that if the JCPOA, I believe it would have expired in like 2026. The thinking, so the rationale for why he pulled this out is that if Iran benefited from the deal, they would not renew the deal. They would just use the billions of dollars to immediately enrich and like get a nuclear bomb.
There's no evidence to present that.
No, the evidence is that it would be the rational move. It would be completely. And there's no, by the way, you can't make a case that Iran has an interest in renewing the agreement as opposed to securing a nuke. And then once they have a nuke, that ensures the continuity of their governance pretty much internally, because we're not going to touch them after that. There'll be no country, certainly not Israel. They're not going to do any on the ground operations domestically in Iran if they have a nuke. Like that would just be just very stupid.
Well, I mean,
so it's in their state.
Well, them having a nuke would just be like mutually assured destruction.
Yeah, I know, but it would be mutually assured continuity. So it would be mutually assured stability, right? So no one would do a regime change in Iran. Like no one would do that. You'd be out of your mind if you tried to do regime change in nuclear Iran. Like that would just be silly. Iran would obviously escalate upwards to a nuclear bomb.
If you didn't take us out of the JCPOA, and if Harris was in office, we wouldn't be in the war we are in now.
Well, so there was no deal with Iran. And there was no deal under Biden. So if Harris got in office,
wasn't the deal.
Do you know when the JCPOA ended?
Yeah, 2017.
Right, and so when Biden was in office,
I'm saying if he didn't take us out of the JCPOA in his first term, and then Harris won the election, we wouldn't be in the position we are now.
Yeah, but that's not a reality that we had access to. So we didn't have the alternative universe where Trump in 2016 behaved differently. Okay, we were making the choice in the 2020 election the 2024 election between Harris with all of the events that occurred, and Trump with all the events that occurred previously.
Yeah,
and
Trump
I think under
way worse. I mean,
yeah, and that's what I'm saying is I think Trump handled Iran.
So a president starting a war with Iran just means that they're weak and ineffective and they can't negotiate. Do you agree with that?
No. Iran is a very weak country. They have like almost no hand at all, and they're going to get regime
changed. The president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective. So the only way he figures that he's going to get reelected, and as sure as you're sitting there, is to start a war with Iran.
That was. So you don't agree with Trump on that? In 2011, he said.
Well, it depends when that. Yeah, what were the geopolitical dynamics when that statement was made? But I may not agree with it now.
So you don't agree with Trump there?
Yeah, well, it depends on the context which that was made, right? So maybe that was an appropriate statement back then, but maybe now that was not appropriate. So the geopolitical
so why would it have been appropriate back then
relationships may have changed
to not go to war with Iran and then to go to war with Iran now? What's the difference?
Because we will win the war, like pretty decisively.
We wouldn't have won the war in 2011.
I'm not sure. So was that statement made in 2011?
Yes, it was made in 2011.
Okay, then I don't know if it applies to any of the current dynamics right now. Iran is like far weaker. There's maybe going to war in Iran back in 2011 when they had a proxy network, when the Middle East was like semi-unified. I think that would be like pretty silly. But right now, Iran is like at its weakest point it's ever been in the entire history since the revolution. And it's like, we're going to win this decisively. If you look at all the facts on the ground, like put your bias out of it. I know that we're very anti-Trump on this live. Just put your bias out. Look at the numbers. Look at reality. It's been the most one-sided war that has ever existed. Iran is like
Israel is also weak in terms of their defense system.
No, so if you like look at domestic, so the domestic conversation within Israel, all of them are discussing, as well as American officials. And if you like read any of the national security thought, everyone, this is like consensus amongst everyone. They all agree that the plan, which Israel and America formulated for months beforehand, is ahead of schedule. And it's like everything is being accomplished even more. Like everything is going like way, way better than expected. And Iran has not been able to establish deterrence at all. Like they don't have retaliation capabilities against Israel or America.
Everything's going way better than expected. That's not true. This was supposed to be a multi-day operation. We're on week 3. Could last until September.
No. So I assume you're making that statement because you're reading statements put out by Trump.
Donald Trump said,
but
yes.
Yeah, exactly. And you have to kind of disregard all of that because in the war, there's going to be a lot of like psychological operations.
The commander-in-chief of the military, the most powerful man on earth, discredit him?
Yeah, you can't take these statements as like retelling of truth. I don't know, before the 12-day war. Yeah, I'm just explaining to you like basic military dynamics. Like before the 12-day war, there was a bunch of stories in the media, like planted stories about how, give me 1 second. Okay, yeah. So before the war, there was a bunch of like stories in the media about how Netanyahu and Trump were fighting. They were in a dispute and like they were broken up or something. That was a complete psyop. None of that was real. It was meant to lower Iran's. It was meant to lower Iran's defensive. They meant to lower their guard basically, so they would not anticipate our like sneak attack, pretty much. And it was completely successful. So like Trump has been saying like two things.
What?
That is exactly what happened. I believe there's a New York Times.
You think the media portrayed Benjamin Netanyahu and Trump as them having a fallout?
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what happened, and that did not
happen. According to
if you were consuming the content and you were in the information space back then, that is exactly how it played out. Everyone was speculating then that Netanyahu was like on the outs with Trump. There was a diplomatic crisis, and none of that was real. None of that was true.
Speculating that
everyone on Twitter, like you could just look up like Netanyahu. Yeah, look up right now. You can look up. There's
people on Twitter are going to speculate anything. What are we doing? I'm talking about like a news.
No, I'm talking about. Yeah, well, Twitter is number one. That's like a medium of the information space. So you're going to get like common opinion being expressed, and so that's going to be like you're going to tap into the sentiment of the people as well, and not just the sentiment of the people, but also like the intellectuals, and everyone. Literally, everyone believe this. So look. The point is that, and then secondarily, like when Tucker, I'm sure you heard like Tucker Carlson was going over to Trump, like in meetings, trying to convince him not to go to Iran. So this was not like an earnest, Trump was not like earnestly open to Tucker Carlson. In the meeting it was portrayed to Tucker like, oh, they were just making me do it. Trump said, Tucker relayed this. But what they found out is that the Trump administration had realized that Tucker was actually talking with people from the IRGC. And so all those meetings was to create like a psychological profile for Tucker to communicate, right? That America.
I'm not going to be talking about Tucker Carlson. Holy shit. Hey, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Hey, bro, I was on earlier. We're talking about.
We went to eat dinner.
Yeah, we're talking about immigration and the transgenders.
Yeah. What's the argument that she supports minors having surgeries?
So
what's the evidence? Sorry,
I couldn't find like a specific article, but if we want to talk about the Biden-Harris administration as a whole supporting it, I'll argue that if she stepped in office, she would not have taken steps to put bans on it. If that makes sense.
What has Trump done for it?
There was a state, I forgot what state the other day banned it ban gender affirming care.
State. That's gonna be a state, and then gender affirming care is different. And then we're talking about Trump in the federal government. What has Trump done for it? The state would have banned gender affirming care either way under Harris. But again, gender affirming care isn't what we were referencing. So what has Trump done to ban minors having surgeries? Apparently, minors are having surgery. So what has Trump done for that?
Well, it wasn't specifically that was a reason, but it was also that Kamala Harris wanted to pay for illegal immigrants and prisoners to get gender affirming care in prison. So that's also why I would vote for Trump over Kamala Harris.
Okay, what's your source for that?
Source of what?
The claim that you just made.
That she wanted to pay for illegal immigrants in prisons to get sex changes?
Yeah, what's your source for that?
Let's see here. Let me look one up.
That is like extremely untrue.
Yeah, we know.
Let me see here. The 19thnews.org.
What's the title?
Wait a second. It's called Harris has supported gender affirming care for incarcerated people. But Trump ads need context. I'm not sure what that means. Here's a quote. Every transgender inmate in the prison system would have access.
Access to what?
To gender affirming care, sex changes.
What is gender affirming care?
Surgeries, operations to support whatever diluted identity change you have.
That's not what gender affirming care is.
Operation surgeries. You know what I'm trying to say, bro?
It's not just surgeries.
I know, hormone blockers, procedures.
No. Okay. And you think Kamala Harris was saying that illegal and undocumented immigrants, she was advocating for them to be able to access this as well?
In immigration detention centers, yeah.
Hold on. Harris has not campaigned on the issue in 2024. She and her campaign have said little about it in response to reporters' questions about Trump's claim. When they asked her on Fox, she answered, "I will follow the law," and it's a law that Donald Trump actually followed. You're probably familiar with it now. It's a public report that under Donald Trump's administration, these surgeries were available on a medical necessity basis to people in federal prison systems. Federal law requires inmates to receive access to necessary medical care, and courts have found that this can include medically necessary gender affirming surgery. Legal obligations to provide this care were also acknowledged by the Federal Bureau of Prison under the Trump administration. Any efforts to categorically eliminate access to gender affirming surgical care would likely face legal challenges. The Bureau of Prisons policy under the Biden administration lets prisoners request gender affirming surgery, but just 2 federal prisoners have successfully accessed the procedures, and only after multi-year legal challenges, the first in 2022. So what I'm seeing here, A, she didn't campaign on that in 2024. B, this happened under Donald Trump. And C, there's only been 2 people that have received it.
Yeah, so it's not. I don't care how many people have received it. The fact that she supports it.
I mean, Donald Trump also supported it because it also happened under his term.
He's never outwardly shown support for it. How was I supposed to know?
He let it happen under his administration.
Okay, so you're asking me. Your original question is why I voted for him. So let's go back to the time in 2024 when I voted for him. He never showed express.
Do you regret your vote?
No, not a single bit.
But according to your own source, this happened under the Trump administration too.
I mean, again, he never outwardly showed support for it. So it was going to happen under Kamala Harris too.
What? Repeat what you just said.
He's never outwardly shown support for that
Okay, Harris didn't campaign on it in 2024, according
It's
to
not a matter of
source.
campaigning on it. She's spoken before.
In the 2024 campaign, she spoke about it. Provide me
Before
one
that.
clip.
Before that.
We're talking about the 2024 campaign.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about her as a person and her beliefs.
How do you know what her beliefs are?
Because she's expressed support for it. She has talked about it. What do you mean, how do I know?
Okay,
how do you know what her beliefs are to vote for her? What kind of question is that?
You provided me a source where they quote saying every transgender inmate in the prison system would have access, unquote. Harris said in the clip, have access to, I mean, it doesn't even, like, we don't know what she's referencing here. And then your own source says that she didn't even, like, run on this. Your own source says that she didn't, like, even answer comments about this. She said, I will follow the law. It's something that something that happened under Donald Trump's administration. It's something that's like legally available, but also faces legal challenges. So what are we doing?
Right. So
what's the argument?
Regardless of if she campaigned on it, even before the campaign in previous interviews, she has shown support for it, and that's something.
In what interviews?
She had an interview with Fox.
What interview?
I don't know the name of the interview.
Can you go find it?
Fox. Number 16 Fox News interview. Stalin Brett Bayer. Is he gonna play the clip? Okay, I mean this clip is like 26 minutes. I don't know how I'm gonna fish for it, but there's a quote that this website here pulled, factcheck.org. I don't know if it's a quote, but they have a Q&A section. The Q says, does Kamala Harris support government-paid gender-affirming surgery for prison inmates and immigrant detainees? And the answer section says, the government must provide medical care to prisoners and immigrant detainees. Vice President Kamala Harris expressed support in a 2019 questionnaire for, quote, medically necessary gender-affirming care, including surgical care, for federal prisoners and detainees. She has not detailed her position in the current campaign.
Are you a one-issue voter?
No.
The source he just referenced, she said that she would support medically necessary, and that was for federal prisoners, immigration detainees. Okay. Those are the two people that she said, or two groups that she said she would support medically necessary gender affirming care.
Right. I understand that. Well, what's your point?
The point is it's in a medical necessary means.
Yeah, right. So can you explain to me an instance where it would be medically necessary to get gender affirming care?
Yeah, for sure. If somebody is, well, for one, there's mental struggles, there's physical struggles.
Physical struggles, how?
It reduces harm. It will improve their outcome.
These are like really general words you're saying. I need a specific instance. Give me a time where someone's life is in danger and they need gender affirming care to save their life.
Let me try and find an instance where that would be.
Sure.
But there has to be, because if it is medically necessary, then it would tie down with something actually being in need.
So you think everything that these administrations and governments say is true?
No. But when it comes to something that is medically necessary, it typically means that someone's life could be at risk.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from, but like just using common sense, I can't fathom an instance where getting an operation or procedures would save a life. You know what I mean?
Well, it would reduce their chances of like
suicide? Self-harm?
Yeah. I was trying to word it just like make sure my account did it.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try and find an instance.
Or also so to help them pass better so that other inmates didn't harm them.
Okay, so this is now we're kind of moving towards a more issue with personal belief and morals and ideologies, and less of what an administration thinks. So me personally, I think that people that require this kind of care and identify as something that they're not, I think they have mental issues. And
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you have a psychology degree?
No.
Can you identify where in the DSM? Do you know what the DSM-5 is?
Yeah, it's a book of psychology. It's like their book of.
Where in the DSM-5 does it say that being trans is a mental illness?
I don't need a book to tell me what is and what isn't.
Actually, legally you do.
It's a medical book.
Yeah, actually, legally you do.
So again, this is my belief.
You can't just believe something is a mental illness.
Your belief is invalid.
So this
if you
book
don't
is like
have
the Bible.
facts, if you don't have facts to back up your beliefs, then your beliefs are invalid.
I don't need facts like that to back up a belief. It's an
Well,
it's an
see, and
opinion.
that's where it kind of ties down in with like when it would be medically necessary, because if the distress of like a patient meets the criteria of and impairs someone's functioning, the treatment is medically necessary. If it meets the criteria in the DSM-5, that's when it becomes medically necessary to further make those steps and procedures to make their outcome better.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. So me personally, I wouldn't deem that medically necessary.
Okay, but you don't have a psychology
But you don't believe in the DSM-5.
I don't need a psychology degree. Do you have a psychology degree?
No.
So by your logic, neither of us can speak on this matter, but we are. Because we're citizens and we need to have beliefs and understandings to vote for who we want to vote for.
My
No.
beliefs are based on facts. Yours aren't.
No, they're also based on facts.
No. Okay, there's.
You think it's a
difference
mental
between-
illness with zero facts.
There's a difference between beliefs and something that is actually in front of you. Like the DSM-5 is in front of you. Nothing in the DSM-5 says that being transgender is a mental illness.
Look, again, I don't need a book to tell me that.
But it's the thing is it's not a book. It's a diagnostic criteria.
Right.
It's such a the thing is it's such a highly supported concept in today's society and world that there will never be a certified medical book that will explicitly state that. That's why this is such a controversial topic, and I'm getting like people don't speak out about this. People are scared to talk about it if they share the opinions that I do.
No, people are not scared to talk about it. People are not scared.
What are you talking about?
I mean, it's the popular norm to.
No, it's not.
To side with what you guys think.
No, it's not. Actually, it's not. The federal government doesn't side with what I believe. I get told on a daily basis that my identity is invalid. Like, I don't know what you're on about. People are not.
Are you
ashamed.
transgender?
Yes.
I don't know that. Okay.
Yeah, my therapist disagrees with you. My therapist that has a degree in psychology that actually has the DSM-5 that has diagnosed me with other things based on the DSM-5 disagrees with you and what you think is a mental illness because she's qualified to make that opinion. You're not qualified to make that opinion.
I am.
No, you're
just
not.
like you guys are just as qualified as I am.
No, we're not.
If I'm not qualified, then why are we talking about this topic?
Because I've done research based on like I've done research. I've looked through the DSM-5. I could tell you what arguments other people that hold your opinions make.
Oh, okay. Go tell me the arguments they make.
Okay, the argument that people make to say that being trans is a mental illness is that gender dysphoria is a mental illness. The counter argument for that argument, cis people have gender dysphoria. The other counter argument, not all trans people have gender dysphoria. Boom. There you go. That's it. Counterpoint dead on the ground. Like argument dead on the ground.
Wait. I'm sorry. Could you repeat just the last part?
Counter argument. Cis people also have gender dysphoria. Other counter argument.
Can you define gender dysphoria for me?
Gender dysphoria would be not feeling in line with your gender that's assigned at birth, or the gender that you align with.
Okay, so this is another thing that I have. Gender is false. Gender is a complete social construct. We need to go by sex. Gender is fake. It's made up.
Gender is that's literally you think that being trans is you think being trans is a valid thing because gender is a social construct. Hello?
Yeah, but it's fake. It's made up. That's what I'm saying. Transgenderism is made up.
Transgenderism, not a word. Also points to the fact that you're not qualified to make that opinion because you think transgenderism is a valid
If you think
term.
I'm not qualified, then don't talk to me about it. Just don't have this debate with me.
Well, the thing is, you're coming here with just
sounds good.
opinions.
Sounds great. Move on to another reason why
We
you
can
support Trump.
shift topics.
Sounds great.
If you guys are so hurt by my opinion.
I'm not hurt by it. I just think you're not qualified to have this debate.
Okay, don't talk to me about it.
Sounds amazing. Why do you support Trump? Other point.
I already talked to the host here about it. I really don't feel like repeating myself to you.
Okay, sounds great. Have an amazing night.
Okay, you too, brother.
At least he called you brother.
Real shit, real shit. Yo, ally. Yo, accidental ally. Yo, your sister's in the chat again.
Yeah, I know. I saw her. Yeah, she's in her room right now. Hi, Presley.
Yo, that was really funny joining up here to have a trans debate because, yo, Jeremiah, I have beef to tell you. I got into beef on Instagram again.
Oh my god, I just thought of like 10 different reasons why it would be medically necessary. Are you kidding me?
Dude, I took my final for history, ended the class with 91.03%. It's fine.
Like the bariatric surgery. That's a medically necessary surgery, right? You guys know what bariatric surgery is?
No, I don't think so.
Like
guys, I got my best grade on my multiple choice the whole semester. I got 28 out of 30. Yo, that's my best grade I've gotten on a multiple choice this quarter in this class.
What class?
History.
Oh, I hate history.
I'm horrible at multiple choice. I'm gonna be honest. Also, my history teacher, my history professor, most hyper specific questions ever is genuinely the worst thing. I'm like looking through my notes and I swear I've written it down and it's just not there because it's open note.
Oh, I have an anatomy test in the morning. I didn't even know you guys were live. Jeremiah, you look pretty pooped.
What?
Are you tired?
Not really, no.
You look pooped.
Pooped?
Yeah, bummed out.
Never heard that term being used.
Really? Like exhausted? Like
yeah.
How long were you talking to that guy for?
Me?
Oh, I was up here when you added him. Never mind.
Yeah, it was a little bit before that. Before he went to eat dinner or whatever. We were talking about immigration.
Yeah, wasn't the brightest. Hi, Reagan.
Hi. Guys, I've gone to tanning beds twice and I feel so motivated now.
Oh, you did do the tanning beds?
Yes.
How were they?
I'm scared
great.
of tanning
I feel
beds. I'm
great.
scared of tanning beds. Yo, I don't want to get skin cancer. I've seen too many horror stories about tanning beds. I'm sorry. I've seen too many horror stories about everything, actually. I have medical anxiety, actually. So bad.
Hypochondria?
Is that the word for medical anxiety?
Well, it's kind of like, oh my god, my computer is going off. Jeremiah's added a post.
Dude, actually, don't get me started on Jeremiah's added a post. If I go into the friends part of TikTok, every other post is Jeremiah's.
Hey, I don't support Trump. Hey, does anybody in here like Israel?
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, damn. All right, peace.
I'm crying. Actually, bro, we were doing peer reviews in my English 102 class, and my friend was doing my peer review, and she wrote on one of my sentences, she wrote, "I'm crying." She wrote, by the way, college level English class. English one, CRINE. I was like this. I'm like, you can't be real. My friend is so fucking unserious. Told myself I was going to go to bed early yesterday. Did not do that. Anyways, back to medical anxiety. I got distracted. I have such bad medical anxiety. Every time I go to the doctor, I'm convinced I'm just going to they're going to say I'm on my deathbed.
Yeah, no, I'm like that too. It's really common. That's why I went into nursing, so then I can just reassure myself.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, when I've had to go to the ER before, it was so bad. Every time I'd go, I'd pack like I was staying the night because I was scared I'd have to stay the night, even though like it was never that serious.
Yeah, that's that's just how you get used. I don't know.
You're better than me, bro. Medical school? Hell no. You told me about your anatomy class. I remember when I was in high school, I had friends that were taking anatomy, and I would look at their like paper, or they'd tell me about like they're studying for their test, and I'd be like, oh, I'm never taking an anatomy class.
It's not that bad. I have an anatomy test in the morning. It's just about muscles. It's not as bad as people think.
No, I'm really bad at memorizing names of things. Like, I'm much better at memorizing concepts. That's why, like, I'm going for political science because, one, I like politics. Two, it's a lot of concepts, so I'd be really good at that. Willow! Reagan, get back in the app. Willow's in here. Hi, Willow. I'm so excited for September.
Hi, Willow.
I'm so excited for September. Guys, me and Willow are meeting up in September. I'm so ready. Jeremiah's left. I have not booked the flights yet. I'm probably gonna wait to book them till like July or something. I don't know. We'll see. Is this live only for people who are above the age of 18? Yes. It was only for people who are above the age of 18. Ethan. Because I have to figure it out because I'm taking my friend with me, so we have to figure that out. And she's going to have to make sure to take time off work and everything. So. But I'm super excited. I have to make sure to get my real ID. So I don't have to bring my passport with me. Do I still have to? I don't think I have to bring my passport. Do I? I think I still do, maybe. I'm forgetting. I haven't traveled outside the country since like 2023, and I think we didn't have real IDs prior to then. Did we? I don't fucking remember.
No, you cannot come up if you're
You cannot come up, buddy. Bro, we just said. Oh my god. God.
It's so less fun. And he's back.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit a restart here.
W's in chat for Marie. Marie said, maybe Rain will learn what his parents did after you ground me, take away the car.
How's it going, y'all? How's it going?
Hello.
What's up?
I was trying to say first and I spelt it wrong like 3 times and it wouldn't let me comment it. Did you ban first?
I
The word?
first.
No?
I mean, you were second. Whoever's tapping, I can hear.
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
Peace
Oh, I
support
couldn't-
Trump. Join up in the guest box. Love to talk to you. Love to have a debate with you. Love to have a conversation with you tonight.
Sorry. How was your tanning bed?
It was good. I didn't go today, but I'm going tomorrow. Before I hang out, I think I'm gonna grab lunch with my friend and go tanning.
Oh, I thought you already got it done twice.
Well, I went yesterday and Friday. I'm trying to go like every other day.
Is it like sessions?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I wish there was tanning beds here. That'd be cool.
It's so nice. It feels like you just got back from the beach when you're done.
Yeah, I'm just really claustrophobic.
I thought I would be, but it low-key wasn't that bad. And I was too scared of my eyes like hurting from like how bright it is, so I just closed my eyes the whole time.
They didn't give you like those weird sunglasses?
Oh, they did, but like you can see through them. Like
oh.
Yeah, so I just closed my eyes.
I want to try it.
I enjoy it.
Maybe get some skin cancer out of it.
Maybe, I guess. But you know what? It's also not like I'm doing like a crazy amount.
Yeah. Like you're not going to be orange. Honestly,
to get that color.
I feel like you're more likely to get like any types of skin cancer from like self-tan rather than tanning bed because you're using UV lighting instead of like a bunch of chemicals on your skin. The chemicals on your skin.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll find out.
Oh, someone's here.
Yeah,
how y'all doing? Huh?
Do you support Trump?
Yeah.
Why?
How old are you?
Why? Because I think that he is
how old are you?
Making our country great again, and he is enforcing a lot of safety regulations, enforcing border security, and making our country great again, as he said before.
Pause.
How old am I?
Yeah.
Why do you need to know that?
Because you have to be 18 or older.
No, you don't.
TikTok terms of service to go live. You have to be
Okay,
18 or
well.
older.
Bye.
Moving on to the next guest. Yo, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Hello. Yes.
Why do you support Trump?
Because he's way better than every other candidate.
Why?
Many reasons. He's a businessman. He does a lot more than. Well, no.
Yes, he has 6 bankruptcies. Name me one other businessman. That's a great businessman who has 6 failed bankruptcies. Name me one besides Trump.
He's helping us. He's closing borders.
How?
I'm pretty sure he has a fund going. He's building the Golden Dome.
That has nothing to do with the borders. How is he closing borders?
He's just doing it, man.
How? Good talk.
Gagged, I guess.
That is great talk. Moving on to the next guest. Yo, what's up, D-Sport Trump?
What the fuck is going on?
Good talk, good talk. If you support Trump, join up in the guest box. Love to talk to you. Love to have a debate with you. Love to have a conversation with you tonight. Make sure to double tap that phone screen with that follow button top left corner. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. And if you do support Trump and you're on YouTube, it's going to be the same username as it is on YouTube as TikTok. So come up and debate me on TikTok. Sure to say what's up in the comment section down below over on YouTube and TikTok. The fuck is bro saying? Me? Come up and debate me, buddy.
Ellie. She's out of the app. I was going to ask her a question. It's the same question I asked Gavin.
Yeah.
Not Gavin, Caving. What am I talking about? Never mind, hold on.
Yo, what's up? D-Sport Trump?
Yeah.
Why?
Policy is better than a lot of the Democratic candidates that were running
How old
last
are you?
election. 19.
What policies?
Immigration.
What about immigration?
I mean, what do you mean Biden let in so many illegal immigrants that are raping children?
How did Biden let in undocumented immigrants into our country?
He had open borders.
What was the open border policy?
What are you talking about?
What was the open border policy?
You tell me were millions of illegal immigrants not coming into the country and not being stopped?
I'm not disputing that. I'm asking you how he allowed undocumented immigrants to come into our country.
He didn't do anything. He had no one at the borders.
So Border Patrol
He had
wasn't
no one at the borders. Were they doing their job correctly? No, they were not. If millions of illegal immigrants came in the country. Currently, zero are in the country right now.
The reason why we had millions of undocumented immigrants come into our country is going to be because of the destabilization in their own economy because of COVID-19. That's going to be one of the main reasons. You can also point to the fact that Donald Trump was the only politician saying that the borders were wide open, and you wouldn't be deported if you became here undocumented. So if you want to go just based on
COVID happened during Donald Trump for one. At the peak of COVID, when it first started,
the economy didn't happen until 2022.
Wait.
You kind of interrupted me.
Okay, so damn. So right now, what's stopping it now? We're still slowly getting out of COVID, if that's what you're saying.
The economy
what's happening now?
Recovering. The peak was in 2021, 2022.
So we're still recovering.
Other countries, yes. Brazil is still barely recovering.
Well, that's zero. So other countries. So do you support illegal immigration?
Yeah.
Why?
Because our government doesn't fix the system. It's not their fault. That's not
the question.
Interrupt me?
It is illegal immigration.
Can you not interrupt me? I will get there.
Speak.
The reason why I do support illegal migration is because it's not their fault that our government doesn't fix the process of legal migration. The core issue of undocumented entry is going to be that it takes too long and it's too expensive. Okay, that's not their fault. That's the fault of our government. Biden and Harris are the only ones in recent history within the last couple years that have actually tried to fix the core issue of undocumented entry to incentivize legal migration. Now, the only thing I don't like about illegal migration, which makes me lean in towards the fact that I don't appreciate it, is that they get exploited. No one should be getting exploited, okay? That is the reason why I don't support, or that is one of the reasons why I can agree with fixing the core issue. Also, because it would boost our economy, it would help their communities, and it would help the immigrants. Okay, what's one benefit of mass deporting undocumented immigrants who haven't committed any violent crimes or bad crimes?
One, illegally migrating into a country is a crime.
Okay, you want to go on that point? You have to address the contradiction. You care about law and order, yes?
Yeah.
Then why did you vote for a convicted felon 34 times, an adjudicated rapist, someone who's violated the First Amendment, Second Amendment, Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, 10th Amendment, 14th Amendment, and the 22nd Amendment, someone who's violated gag orders, someone whose DOJ violated 4 different federal laws in terms of the Epstein Files Transparency Act. The first one being they didn't release the files on time. The second one being they didn't give a reason for the redactions. The third one being they didn't redact victims' names or photos. The fourth one being they redacted the politicians' names, aka Donald Trump. Those are going to be 4 laws that they violated. He's also violated international, like I said, human rights, and then he's violated checks and balances in terms of Congress, etc. So yeah, you have to address that contradiction.
Was he ever found federally liable for it?
Yeah, he was. He was held criminally liable in terms of 34
he was found
felonies.
civilly liable.
No, criminal court, 34 felonies. Criminal court.
How long did he do in jail?
None, because you voted him in.
Exactly. So
wait, so are you saying if someone rapes someone and they don't go to prison, that means they didn't rape the person?
Do you think he?
Yeah, that argument makes no sense. Can you address the contradiction first?
No. Do you think he's You think he's a rapist?
I think he's a rapist and a sexual exploiter. Yes.
Of who? Who did he rape?
He raped Eugene Carroll.
Do you believe that?
Yes, I do.
When did he rape Eugene Carroll?
1996, 1997.
No, because Eugene Carroll doesn't even know when he raped her.
Carroll? And yes, she does. She said 1996 to 1997.
Okay, what do you have to say about Eugene Carroll also saying rape is sexy?
She didn't say that. Provide the source.
He did say that.
Provide the source.
I don't have a source on
yeah,
me
what
right
you're
now.
referencing is going to be the interview. Hold on. What you're referencing is going to be the interview where she says people in society think rape is sexy. That is literally true. You know, if you go,
Not what I'm referencing.
So then what are you referencing? I can search it up right now. What do you want me to look up on YouTube?
There is an interview. You look it up on YouTube. Look at Eugene Carroll stating that rape is sexy.
Eugene Carroll. Can you say that?
Eugene Carroll, yeah.
Eugene Carroll says rape is sexy, and that's what I look up on YouTube.
Look it up.
Cool.
Why does he have to do your homework for you?
That's fine. I'm willing to.
Because nobody has time for that.
That's fine. I found it.
You don't feel like a victim.
I was not thrown on the ground and ravished. Which the word rape carries so many sexual connotations. This was not sexual.
What was it?
Hurt. What was
it? I think most people.
If you allow her to speak, she's going to answer your question.
She's just talking. Hurt. She keeps saying the same thing.
I think most people think of rape as it is a violent assault. It is not.
I think most people think of rape
if it's a violent assault, let's go back to this.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Hold on. Shut the fuck up, dude. Can you shut up? Can you shut the fuck up? You have the ability to be quiet for once in your fucking life. Okay, I know you don't want to accept facts and reality. I know you want to blame victims when they get raped. Okay, you should probably have your hard drive checked. But when you are faced with facts, how about you shut the fuck up and listen? Okay, it's not that fucking hard.
It's rage bait.
Yeah, okay, failed rage bait. Yes, I'm upset because you're blaming victims, and then when I try to provide you with your evidence, you're in your little cult, and then you don't like to accept the evidence.
Provide.
He's trying to provide you with evidence.
If you would be able to shut the fuck up, I will provide the evidence, okay?
While he was looking for you, started.
Now I'm going to play the clip, and you can hop back in the queue once I'm done.
It is a violent assault. It is not.
I think most people think of rape as being sexy.
Which is what I said is true. She said most people think as rape as being sexy. Society thinks rape as being sexy. You know, if you go on somewhere where you can watch porn, there's this thing called CNC specifically for that. So yes, that is true. What she said is true. She never said what you claim, which is that she thinks rape is sexy. Yo, what's up? Do you support Trump?
Yes.
Why?
For 3 reasons, I guess, that I'm willing to talk about. I'm happy with what he did in Venezuela. I'm happy with what he did in Iran, and I'm happy with the big, beautiful bill coming into effect. And I'm also going to be happy if the SAVE Act passes.
Yeah, what is he doing with Iran that you support?
Removing the Ayatollah, unaliving him, and trying to work with Israel to force a regime change for many reasons.
Okay, yeah, a couple different points here. I mean, the son is now in power, so no, not really. I mean, he's still alive. The one who's in
Not
power
for long.
is
It's
alive.
only been 2 weeks.
Well, he's still alive. There's still someone in power in Iran. It's the son of the late I don't know how to pronounce the fucking. Anyways, the point of this being that they're still in power. They're still holding power. And then the second thing you mentioned is going to be a regime change. Pete Hegseth said this is not a regime change war.
Israel said it is, and Canada said it is. Canada said they will not trade with the Department of War guy.
The Department of Defense, yeah. So the
Department
of Defense,
of War now.
So the Department of Defense said this isn't
the Department of War.
Change war.
The Department of War now.
If this is a regime change war, then we shouldn't support it because we tried this back in 1953. Where we
so it's a different situation. So just because it failed one time doesn't mean you should stop trying. That's like really bad advice to give anybody. So like if you failed at something, you were
interventions many times.
Okay, so do you have a dream? Do you have like a career dream?
Sure.
Okay, if you fail at it once, are you never going to try to get it done again?
Depends on how I fail. Depends on how.
Oh, okay. So if you failed at it 75 years ago and you are now 75 years later, let's say that you're the same age, but it's been 75 years since you tried last, maybe you're going to try again?
Sure, but the thing is, we've tried American intervention many times across history in multiple different countries all across the globe, and many times American interventions has failed. Iraq, Iran, in the past, Iran now, Venezuela, Cuba.
Under different presidents, Venezuela's working, and it was under different presidents.
In the 1950s, it didn't work.
I'm talking about Venezuela now.
In the past, we're talking about history, okay?
I know, but I'm saying that it works in Venezuela now.
Venezuela led to where we are now. Every time American intervention happens, it leads to horrible positions where
not more horrible than it already was there.
Afghanistan.
We left Afghanistan and it got significantly worse. We should have never left. We should still be there right now.
The point is, American intervention doesn't work.
That's who?
Says history.
Okay, so like I said again, there's multiple reasons why you're wrong. A, you don't just give up because it didn't work in the past. B, it was done by other presidents. C, it was done in different countries under different circumstances. D, it was done with different allied groups helping you.
Interventionism has worked.
World War II.
Okay.
You asked for one time. There you go. We had regime change in Germany, didn't we? Germany.
Can you tell me what we did? Can you tell me what we did in Germany that we didn't do in other countries that
bombed 1.2 million civilians?
Can you you didn't let me finish my question, but
okay, go ahead.
Can you tell me what we did in Germany and actually also France during World War II that we didn't do in all those countries that Jeremiah's just named?
Bomb 1.2 million civilians.
That wasn't what I was looking for. We actually did something else that we didn't do in all those other countries.
Okay, so if there's something you're looking for, just say it instead of asking me and expecting me to say the answer you want.
I'm just asking you to see if you know history.
I do. Well, I picked the thing I wanted to speak about. So now if you'd like to speak about a specific issue, you're more than welcome to bring it up.
We helped them write a constitution.
Great. So let's do that with Iran. We should help them.
Why have we not done that in all the other countries that we've done regime changes?
Good question. Maybe we should. Do you think that would be helpful? And would you support it then?
Why did we when we intervened in Iran? Why did we which one was it? Was it the one in 1950? Which
the coup d'etat in 53 with
why did we overthrow the government then?
A few reasons. Jimmy Carter was just not very smart, and something with oil and power struggles, power bases of who was going to be sort of global superpowers.
I have a question. A president, or I guess I want to see if you agree with me here. Someone who goes to war with Iran is ineffective, weak, and doesn't know how to negotiate. Do you agree with that?
No. Because there's no negotiating with a religious
president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate.
I've already heard this
he's
one.
Weak and he's ineffective. So the only way he figures that he's going to get reelected, and as sure as you're sitting there, is to start a war with Iran.
That was then Citizen.
You don't agree with Trump there? 2011?
I don't know because, and I also think it's a false pretense because Iran. We didn't start the war with Iran. Iran started unaliving their protesters en masse by the tens of thousands, forcing the Americans' hands and the Israelis' hands.
Okay, wait. So
a war takes two to tango. You know that, right?
Are there other countries right now, other countries that also unalive their citizens?
En masse like that, like they did in Iran? Not really.
Not to the extent. Like, I agree that there was like 30 to 40,000.
No, it was more like 85.
Well, that's if it is 85,000, then that's it's going to be the accurate number. But from what I've heard,
and they were also giving the IRGC like meth so that they wouldn't feel any emotions about mowing people down.
Can't say that on live stream.
Also, the reason that that there was the 1953 U.S. intervention was because the democratically elected government in Iran didn't want to sell a bunch of their oil to the whole world, and they wanted to keep it for their country. FYI.
Jay, come back in 10 minutes or come on a different account. You can't say any DRUGS.
Yo, Georgia clocked in the comments. Do you get it?
I don't.
A war takes two to tango, but so does sex. But Trump would disagree because he raped someone. Like unconsensual, so it didn't take two to tango.
Okay, I get it. That took me a while.
Bruh. It's okay, Georgia, I got it. It was really funny. It was really smart.
Yeah, what's up? Do you support Trump?
It's Jake. This is I said I'd come back on my dog's account.
Okay, perfect.
So sorry, I didn't realize you weren't allowed to say that word. So the IRGC was giving that product to their soldiers so that they would feel no empathy in mowing down the protesters en masse. So I know there isn't another country doing that to my knowledge. If there is, I'd like to know about it so I can try to support those poor subjugated people.
Even if it's not on the mass, would you say like if it was only like one protester and it was just like a rogue officer, like, and that officer was then fired and it wasn't like a whole like organization, I wouldn't say like that would need a regime change, like the officer was fired. But if it was like maybe like 50 to 100 and it was like the officers weren't being fired, would you say that that's bad and like we should be trying to change that?
No, because the difference is being state sanctioned or not. If the government is telling the officers to go do that on their orders, then yes. But if they're going rogue,
that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I was saying the first one. Like if it was one and it was just an officer that got fired, not that situation. But if it was like, even if it was just like 100, but it was.
But are they rogue officers rogue
that it
or
was
not?
That it was like the state that was sanctioning that.
Any state that is telling their people to go unalive their own citizens, yes, I would want a regime change for that.
Okay, I was just clarifying because you said like at mass, so I was like, even if it's
I think we should be in Afghanistan too. We should be there helping them. We should still be in Iraq. We should be in a lot of countries. I believe in world policing.
Do you think we should be in places where the citizens don't want us to be?
Sometimes, yes. Because sometimes they are so brainwashed that they don't know what's even good for them. So, like, there are women that support the mandatory hijab laws in Iran and all the stuff the IRGC implements. I still think we should be there to liberate them. Liberation can be of a mental disease too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then I'm just clarifying this because I would assume you disagree, but I just want to clarify because I don't want to assume. You disagree with us leaving like Afghan people behind when we withdrew, like people that were helping the U.S., correct?
Leaving them behind?
Yeah, like people that were helping like translate or helping like the U.S. military that was in Afghan.
I don't think, no, I think that anyone who was left behind in Afghanistan that was helping the U.S. military's life is probably in danger. So I don't support that. I think we should have taken them with us if that's what they wanted. Obviously, we're not going to force them. But if they wanted to come back and we're like, I don't feel safe here and you guys are leaving, I'd like to come with you. Yeah, I think we should have took them back. I'm not like a diehard, like everything Trump has done or the American government done is 100% right.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify. I assumed because you like were against the pullout of Afghanistan. I assumed, but I just wanted to clarify to make sure.
Definitely against the pullout of Afghanistan. Those poor women, I feel horrible for them. I watch videos of them crying that their life is so horrible they wish they weren't alive.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that we shouldn't police a country that's doing that if we have the power? Do you not think we have the moral obligation to go and assist them? Because we have the ability to help?
I think we should assist them, but I don't think we should be the ones that put someone in power. I think we should help assist the citizens in helping them elect someone. I don't think that because in instances where we were the ones who put someone in power, we've often put people in power that weren't the best, and the US government themselves have made bad decisions. But if we help them create a democratic system in which they elect, for example, what we did in Germany and France, where we helped them build a constitution and things like that. If we were to do that, I would be more for that instead of just
But that's what they're doing in Iran. They're having Pahlavi, I can't pronounce his last name, the Shah, or whatever is that's what they call him, or I'm not sure. But he was saying, I'm not interested in power. I don't want to be the leader, but I would be fine to be the interim leader while we set up a new system.
Can you get me a source for that? Because I just haven't.
He said it in an interview recently.
Can you give me I could type in his name in a website and probably it would come up. So
yep. Oh, let me pull it up right now. Just let me turn on my computer. Okay, here we go. Reza Pahlavi says he doesn't want to be king. So here's it's from Instagram, but it's a video of him, an interview of him from 60 Minutes. Oh, it's restricted in Canada. I can't view it.
Are you in Canada?
I am.
Mm.
Are you Canadian?
I'm a dual citizen.
Mm. Okay, I'll look at it then.
So it's from 60 Minutes. So you can type that in, I guess. He did a 60 Minutes interview where he said, I'm exclusively.
Yeah, I just looked him up, so I'll definitely do some research into him.
So then you agree, then you support that what they're doing wrong because it's exactly what you wanted?
I would still be against certain aspects.
Like what?
Bombing an old girls' school.
That was an accident from bad intel. It wasn't. It's all about intent. Was that their intent to do that? No, there was bad intel. That girls' school used to be a military base 10 years ago. So yes, they were ill-informed and they did that by mistake. If that's the narrative you want to go with, there are other narratives. I'm happy to run with that one though. But yeah. So I think that's not their goal. That wasn't their intention to go and bomb an all-girls school. They had faulty intel, which they wouldn't have had to even be in there if there was no theocratic regime in the first place. Do you not agree?
I heavily doubt that the U.S. and Israel, with extremely high quality surveillance, has faulty intel and bombed a old girls' school off of faulty intel that was 3 miles away from a base.
Well, that's because I think it was Hegseth. He fired most of the people that would be looking up that information. So yeah.
Okay, then I blame Pete Hegseth for firing all the people.
Well, of course, but that's still not their intention. Their intention wasn't let's go bomb this all girls.
But that's their fault for that happening still.
It's their fault, for sure it is their fault, but it's not. If they wouldn't have had to be there in the first place because the Iranian people were rising
the
up.
girls' school would not have been bombed if he did not fire all those people. That's bad.
Of course, but the girls' school, he wouldn't have even been in Iran if there was no Ayatollah to begin with, no theocratic regime oppressing all its people and slaughtering all of their protesters.
Which is what happened in 1953.
How far back do you want to go this? There would not be no theocratic government if the U.S. didn't intervene with the democratically elected government in 1953.
Of course, but that was 75 years ago, so it's hard for us.
So how far back do you want to go?
Well, I guess at least within a group of government that is still participating in the government. Like
Pete Hegseth is still participating in the government.
In 1953,
so he
was
those people.
No, but I'm talking about in 1953. Was he? Because he fired those people before they knew they had to go in Iran. So maybe he was like, we don't need this group of people because we're not at war with anybody. And then boom, they were. And then they had faulty intel because Iran went in and did that to their own uprising citizens. Because you say, most people say, I don't want America to be the world police. But then when the people rise up and their government unalives all of them, then like your kind of hands are tied, don't you think?
Shouldn't America be prepared?
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
That's what I'm saying. This could have been prevented. That's what I'm saying.
Of course it could have. But this is the cards we're dealt now.
That's why I'm saying I disagree. That's why you're saying,
But also the regime change wasn't for the Ayatollah. You know that, right? Like the Ayatollah came into power in 1979 after taking power from the person that Jimmy Carter put in because, through leftist tactics. He used leftism and the leftists to get into power. And then when he was in power, unalived 30,000 of them in 1979. And some of them who helped lead his party that are in exile in America.
Okay, so what? 1953, we established someone who, we established a Shah.
Yes, but
he was overthrown because he was bad, which established an even worse regime. So once again, how far back in history do we want to go? Because if you keep going back in history, because I'm saying, if Pete Hegseth had fired those people, then we wouldn't have had a faulty intel and we wouldn't have bombed an all-girls school.
Of course. Well, I think we can go back. We should only be going back as far as the majority of the government that is actually making choices for us in this moment. So maybe within the last 10 years.
So Pete Hegseth would be one of those people.
That's my point. So we should be holding those people accountable. Sure, for sure. But we're not going back in history farther because it doesn't make sense to. Nobody in the government is still in the government from 1953.
So hold Pete Hegseth accountable.
We are.
Then
he made a mistake, but what accountability for a mistake like that would you like? Fire
him at this point. I don't like Pete Hegseth.
Okay, you don't like him, but that doesn't mean he should be fired. You never made a mistake in your job. I know his mistake is obviously grand to unalive to accidentally hit a school.
I'm gonna say I think I've never killed 175 children.
For sure, I'm aware of that, but it's also not really his fault. At the same time, he made a mistake. It wasn't his intent to do that. He thought he was firing on a military base.
It was completely preventable.
It wasn't, because they had to go in there and help the Iranian people who were being unalived by their government.
He didn't have to fire those people.
But you want to drain the swamp, I thought.
When did I ever say that?
That's the political ideology of the left, is it not? Drain the swamp and get all these people out of government.
Ran on?
That's what Trump ran on.
A different swamp.
When did I ever say that?
I didn't say you did. I said that the political ideology is typically that they don't want all these people in the government.
No, that's more the right, actually. They don't want federal oversight. They want more power to the states.
Yeah, we're talking about global politics, not state-run rules.
Pete Hegseth is in the federal government.
I'm aware, but he's still responsible for things that are. We're talking about issues that are for the global politics, not for about being in the States. So when people say they want less power in the States, they want it in their individual state. They don't mean globally.
I'm gonna get off here soon. I'm just gonna see what do you want? I mean, I'm so sorry. Do you support Trump?
Oh yeah, no. Shalom. You know what I mean? That's fine.
You do support Trump or you don't?
Let's drone strike a bunch of children. It's completely fine. I love America as much as you guys do. It's great.
I'm confused.
Do you support Trump?
Oh, for sure. I'm not from America.
Okay.
Bro, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I'm gonna get off.